a beauty rich and rare. In history's page, let every stage advance Australia fair. In joyful strain, then let us sing, advance Australia fair. Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all thy sons command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north, strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Usually why do you do that?
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome down to Humber South, where we are getting ready to go for the grand final between the Etobicoke Kangaroos and the Central Blues. My name's Nick Papadakis, and I'm joined up here in the commentary booth by the man on the debut, Justin Moore. Richo, how are you today, mate?
Going very well, thank you, Nicholas, after a great win by the Tigers last night. So I'm up and about, but keen for a excellent women's game of football today, so it should be very interesting.
Yep, we've got great sunshine down here. Just want to say a big thank you to Bruce Parker, who's doing the filming for us today. We're going to do our best sitting on top of the old shed filming the game. It's going to be excellent. Two very interesting looking sides out there today, Richo. We've got obviously the Etobicoke Roos, experienced in finals, reigning premiers over the last 2 years, and then we've got the Central Blues, who are a very talented side. First grand final for them as a women's outfit, and I reckon they're going to bring the heat today to the reigning champs in the Roos.
Yeah, well, I definitely agree. So it'd be good to see how we start off today. But I reckon, the Roos probably going in favourites, as you'd say, after winning the last two. But big chance for the Blues to sort of get some early dominance here and see where we go with it.
Absolutely. So obviously today we've got our umpires out there. We've got Dale Darcy and Kev Murray. Thank you to them this year. They've done a great job with all the games. As the ball is about to be balled up by umpire Darcy, looking quite great. We've got the ruckman in there for the Blues, and up they go. Tap out by Lognane. It's going to be grabbed by Lullaberde. Hands out the side. I believe that's Amaral as she kicks it forward. No, that's Tadgell towards Kerwin. Coming in hard of the Blues. That's Delhako coming in for the Blues to lay a tackle. Doesn't quite get it. Now it's Amanda Irwin with the hand pass over. Not chopped off by the Blues, and they're going to try and go back the other way. It's kicked off the ground, and they'll get the pick up here through Santanala. She does a great job. Veteran Blue running through the middle of the ground in the number 8. Ball comes towards the centre of the ground. It's not marked. Nothing doing just yet. Here they come, the Blues. They want to go forward. Great tackle laid there by the number 13 for the Roos. That's Jessica Emsley, and it goes back the other way. Etobicoke will chop it off. The ruckman from a volleyball background takes it out of bounds. And a physical start right off the bat, Richo.
Yes, very physical. Good start by both sides, I'd say. So here we are with Kev Murray, the ball up on the Humber side. Goes nice and high, good tap. There down is, oh, you can't even see from this far there, Nick. Kicks it out, Amanda kicks long.
I think we've got our first goal of the game.
I believe it is the first goal. There we go, the Roos are 1-0-6.
I just realised, Richo,
Perfect.
we don't have a view of the scoreboard here, so we're going to have to do a little bit of tallying on our own. So the goal,
that one though.
Very well done. It's hard to get them wrong from this early on in the game. So Amanda Irwin kicks the first goal of the game for the Roos as they executed the turnover. And it's now time for the Blues to respond. So one straight goal to kick us off. So in terms of players to look out for, I guess on the Blues side, they've got a lot of rookies on this team. They've fought pretty hard to get into this final. Very exciting moment for their club. Alongside on the other side of the fence, I should say, Richo, is the Roos have a lot of experienced heads, a couple of new players injected into the side, but very well drilled and made their way to a third grand final. As the play continues here now, ball's tapped down by Lognane and it's going to go into a pack. Tapped out. Lognane again, longest running women's player in this league, very talented D and Roo in her time. Going to try and get chopped off there, doesn't quite there by Oleski for the Blues. Here come the Roos, though, through Lognane. Kicks it long. Is it going to get chopped off by the defence? It's just going to be a minor score as umpire Hurl gives us the behind. So Roos just pressing early here, Richo.
They are pressing. They're showing the early dominance, which we thought they may. But the Blues can probably just hold them off here and they're still in. So they kick out from behind. It goes out and marked by 12, which is Dohenko. Dohenko goes down the line, rolling and is out of play to the near side. Very good,
Dohenko. So she's been the most influential Blues player out there so far with the marking. The ball goes back to umpire Darcy as Bellio throws it back. So we'll get a ball up on commentary side as we have the big bomber jet flying over the top of Humber South here. Beautiful day down here in case you haven't noticed, as it's tapped down, collected very nicely by Bailey as she gets a tackle in on Laliberte. That's fierce footy in there from both sides. Hilmy lays a tackle, jumps on top. Umpire says that's high, so not good from Lara Hilmy there. Got her a little high, and the free kick is earned by Simone Saliba, who's going to go back for the Blues and just level herself a bit. Wants to go inboard, overkicks the kick over Hewitt's head, and that's going to be Selena Amaral, one of the sisters out there chopping it off for the Roos. From the back line now, pressure applied by Santanala, doesn't get it going though. That's Irwin on the far side, being chased in very heavily there by the number 18 and Kelly Orton for the Blues. Plays a big body, and here comes Hilmy with a collect. Team Canada player and Hilmy there, very successful. Down the throat of her teammate for Team Canada and Kerwin. She squares it up to Tadgirl and she slots the goal. So the Roos with clinical footy there find themselves in front. 2 goals, 1 point.
Very clinical, good movement. Started with Selena Amaral down the back line and just went down that far wing, the Humber side. And very possession football, hitting targets and ended up with a nice goal to Tagnell.
Yes, great call there, Richo, as you said. Well, I will say though, the Blues are applying some great pressure around the footy. It's just that little peel-off kick and the turnovers from the 50-50 ball is what's getting the Roos forward. But very even at the contest, just a little bit more clinical on the outside so far for the Roos. So ball coming back towards the middle here to continue play. Just for the viewers at home, as we know, the women's game is played on a slightly shorter field, which is why we've got the temporary posts left of screen. When the ball goes out of bounds, it's going to be a boundary throw, a ball up rather than a boundary throw-in. So Lognane with a tap down again. She's getting that height up there. Ball goes to ground. Couple of players contesting, nothing doing just yet. And here they come now. That's Santanala, gets the kick away, very well done. That's Emsley for the Roos, back in defence. Australian player, actually only 2 Aussies on the Roos team, as far as I know. Tadgell, one of the rookies, grabs it, gets the shepherd from Lognane. Blues coming in now to apply the pressure. Tap down, 50-50 ball, Irwin. Gets it out to Kerwin, and it looked like it might have been a throw. I believe it was from Irwin, so turnover there. It's going to be Blues footy on the back half, as far as I know. I believe it is, yep, so it's going to be a free kick to the Blues. Can't quite see the number, but we will eventually. Okay, so she's going to go down the line here. Tumbling looking kick. It's Hilmy, chopped off by Laliberte for the Roos. Squares it up, goes across to Liz Crock. She's got the lightning coloured hair now, Richo. She's changed it up.
It's just a little bleach. Now Crock just kicks long down to Nicola Kerwin. Your off hands, comes out, can't quite see that. Over the ball, Kerwin picks it up. Round the body snap, I think. What's that? Oh yes, umpire Phil Hurley gives the 2 hands up, and that's the 3rd goal there to the Kangaroos. So they're 3 goals straight, 18 to nothing 0, the Blues.
So the goal kicker there was Kerwin. So far we've got goals to Kerwin, Tadgill and Irwin, as far as I know, getting those mixed up. Blues need to respond here. So 3 goals, 1-17 plays no score as yet for the Blues. Very exciting moment, as I mentioned, for the club. One of the founding members of the Women's League, the Central Blues. Roos joined shortly after, but very great to see them up and about. And I'm looking at their list here, which was provided. They've got about 6 or 7 rookies on their list playing this year, so very impressive for them to make a grand final with such a side, Richo.
Oh, very impressive. And I watched them last week and they were quite good. It just sort of dominated from the middle. So we're just going up here. Lognane gets the hands out, is picked up by Saliba. Saliba kicks it forward. It's going to be cut off by Amaral and she takes it centre half back. She pushes back off the mark, looks around, comes to the near side, kicks long down the wing, Tagnell's there, other Amaral there, marked by Madison Amaral, little sister to sister combination. Hands out there to Hilmy. Hilmy kicks wide. It's going to be cut off by Saliba down on the back flank.
Great defence.
She pushes back. Very well done there by the Blues. They got back. Now Saliba kicks down, kicks to the middle. It's going to be cut off by Lognane, off hands. Come down, kick. I'm not sure who's got it. Over the top of Amaral. Amaral down at centre half back. Well picked up there by Mitchell. Mitchell goes bang down. Tagnell's there and holds. No, play on. Off the ground to Kerwin. Kerwin's there. No, off hands. Coming around in the pocket, has a snap from the pocket. What is Philip Hill? He's given it a 2. There's the 4th goal. Second one for Nicola Kerwin. Nice goal from the pocket there, Nicholas.
Very, very nice goal. That's pretty standard Roos footy. Kerwin's going to be tough to stop today. Naturally a ruckman, obviously 2-time reigning best and fairest for the Women's League. Very talented player. Team Canada representative as well. Did the trip to Australia and unfortunately didn't get the bickies. Former Irish woman, so coming up against her old home nation in that final, they're representing Canada. So very interesting for her, but great goal for the Roos, and Blues still looking for something here. We wonder what Coach Ewan Williams is filling in today for the Rossinator who's away on vacation. Don't mind if I do, Rossi. Yes, Obi's filled in today. Very experienced campaigner for the Blues, and a very talented footballer himself. As the ball is now back in play, Hilmy wheels around on the back, gives it to Irwin, who goes long down towards Kerwin, takes the mark. Good pressure from the Blues. No, not paid, touched. That should be holding the ball, umpire. He says no. Amaral goes out the back to Hilmy. Good pressure there from Saliba. The Blues are hunting in packs here, and I reckon he's called a high. So a little bit stiff there. I'm not sure if I agree with that call, but free kick will go to the Roos. That was great pressure from the Blues. They just came at him there, Richo.
Great pressure, very stiff. There wasn't a lot in that big Kev Murray to pay it, but he must have saw it. So here is Hilmy. She's probably 35 out. She just kicks to the top of the square. Madison Amaral, about 15 metres out, takes a nice mark, 15 out, dead in front. She'll go back. Just walks in. Kick is on its way. Didn't quite get the distance, off hands, deep in the forward line. Blues are all around it. They've got time, they've got numbers. They give it out to Etobicoke. She kicks it under pressure. Nearly receives her own kick and it rolls out. Right forward pocket, Roos end.
So didn't quite have the distance there, Amaral, and good defence there for the Blues. I think that was Theodoridis just getting it out towards the boundary line. Dalhako's throwing her weight around in there. She's doing well. Probably been the best on ground so far for the Blues. It's going to get cleared out there by Frederick Kerr. Only as far as Irwin, who juggles the ball. Santinola goes for the Dustin Martin fend-off, gets it. Goes to ground, could be in the back there. Umpire says no play on. Santinola again with the clearance. She's working hard out there. Lognane goes to ground. She's going to get crunched. And umpire's called, I believe, in the back. So that's going to be Lognane's kick. So got to clear out of the zone there, do the Blues. And Roos with a couple of free kicks here, just injecting that forward pressure now. Going with a switch. Risky kick. Chopped off very nicely by Gabrielle de Aruja. I hope I've pronounced that right. I'm sorry if I haven't. And ball goes to ground again. Contested ball spills out to Irwin. Irwin takes him on. Goes through the middle. Long driving kick. Minor score.
Yes, very good kick there by Irwin. A distance on it, and Phil Hurl waves the flags ferociously, trying to signal to Calder Ball at the other end. Kicked out to the west, to the Humber side. Nice mark by Shansky. I hope I pronounced that as well. Kicks down. Croc is there, off hands, play on. Croc's got it. Handball's out. Irwin, she's had a lot of this first quarter. She kicks her centre forward. And Kerwin, and Amaral didn't know who to go for. There's no talk out there. Holding on to the man, and Nicola Kerwin will get a free kick about 30 out. No real talk there from the Roos, but it's come out for him.
Yes, so Kerwin's going to have the ball about 30 out, I'd say, maybe 20. Long kick. She's too good, I believe. I believe that's gone through for a goal. And or maybe a minor score. No, umpire Hurley says put him through. So he's getting a good workout down there. Phil Hurley, get the guns going.
Is he ever? But it's about time he actually done something, I'd say there, Nicholas. Good. They sort of held off there for a bit at the Blues. They sort of gave away a couple of sort of nothing free kicks really, and the Roos sort of capitalised from that. But they're withstanding a little bit of pressure. The Roos are just powering it in, so they're doing not too bad, the Blues. They've just got to sort of hold on and even get one against the flow here, and you never know what might happen. Yeah,
I think I agree with you, Richo. They've got to get one back here just to stabilise a little bit, maybe shift some positions up. I mean, obviously it's tough to stop some of the talent on the Roos side. And here's their chance, actually. Great grab down there by the number 9. I believe that was Hewitt, I think it is, or a 3. Yeah, it's Hewitt. She's going to drive it in. Here come the Blues now. Now's their chance. Emerald's down there. Sturdy defender. Under pressure, gets the hands away. Ball gone to ground. It's Berlioz, a boxer as she's known fondly at the Roos. Great tackle by Garner. Forward pressure's great. It's going to come out here to Mitchell. She gets the hands out wide. Great chop off by Santanala. Lognane's coming. 2 legends going head to head here. Boundary line 2-on-1. They've got to win this one, the Blues. Need to play a shepherd here. Santanala's got to get in there with the voice. Push in the back to Lognane, and it'll be a free kick to the Blues. I think that's the right call, Richo.
Oh, wasn't a lot in it, but yes, he's been paying them all day. So I'd say, yeah, you're paying it, so may as well stick with it. So it's on the closest side wing, kicks to top of centre forward. No one really touches off hands over the back. Amaral picks up, gathers nicely. Handball out wide, out there to Lababerte. She's running, kicks long down to Kerwin. Kerwin's finding a bit of space. She'll hold this easy, centre forward. Pushes back very quickly. Handball over the top, and Lababerte's run on. She's got the handball received, kicks long. Amaral's there. Oh, yes, lovely mark. Contested mark, I believe, I'd say. And she might push back and have a shot, no? Ooh. Yes, she is. She went to go there, but no.
Yeah, the eyes looked up, didn't they, Richo?
They did look up. Now she's about to have a shot. Comes in, kicks on the left. Phil Hurl, umpire. What's he give? He's minor score. He got really involved in that. I thought it might have just floated through. So
yeah, look good off the boot
to Madison Amaral.
Look good off the boot. Amaral coming second in the women's best and fairest this year. Had a fantastic season. She's her and her sister are two of the longest running players in the Women's League as well. I think they've played over 50 or 60 games in the league, so they know their footy, and she's just had an absolute breakout of a year. This is definitely her best in the women's competition. As the ball is kicked out now down there for the Blues, it's going to go back in for the Roos. Umpire Skip nearly gets bowled over. Kerwin with the hands out the back to Maddie Amaral. Driving kick. Got to get back there in the defence for the Blues, and it's going to be another minor score. So Roos just pressing here. And we're getting a time check here, or time is off, I should say, as we have a player down and injured. Hopefully it's nothing too serious. I think it's Theodoridis who's gone down with a bit of a back issue. Coach Obi,
big collision when they kicked out there, so she might have got one right in the spine of the kidney, I believe, Nick.
Never pleasant.
But never. No, I've played enough footy myself to say we don't like those. Now we kick back in. The Blues kicked wide out there to Santillana. She marks it. Is that correct, Santillana there, Nicholas?
Yep, you've got it.
Yeah, beautiful. My English is good. Kicks long down. Oh, Lognane over the top, but off hands, rolls out of the back, and it will, no. Lognane follows up her own ball, tries to keep it in. It is still in. Blues have got plenty of numbers. They're corralled. I can't really see who's got in there. Gabby looks like Durajo, and it's Kevs has pinged a free here.
Yep, it's going to go to Bailey.
It is going to go to
Saliba, correct.
Saliba looks in. Kicks inboard, 1-on-2. Croft comes across over the back. Here's Irwin again. She picks it up. Oh, a little fend off there, a little Martin-like. Kicks out to Laberte over the top, but she'll run onto it. The Blues are there in support. Oh, Laberte, lovely turn around the body. Hands out into Croc. Croc kicks. Could have been smothered. Kerwin's there, and she'll hold up the play.
Well done by Kerwin. Just handy forward pressure there for the Roos. Great hands. Goes over the top of Mitchell, but coming in behind to clean up there is a number 5, I should say. Nan Taggio, a rookie this year for the Roos. Butchers the kick, though, straight into the person on the mark. Lalaberte gets cleaned up, and unfortunately the tackle went a little too high. That would have been holding the ball if she'd wrapped her up there. So good pressure from the Blues, but the Roos get a lifeline. So Lalaberte is going to go back and try to kick her first goal of the game here, Richo, as the Roos are just piling on the points right now. We're at 5-4-34 on the scoreboard, and that drives us up to 40 points to nothing yet for the Blues. Good work from the Roos.
Lalaberte was exceptional there. She got on half-back flank and then kept presenting, getting handball receives, and she ends up with the free kick deep in the forward line, kicking a goal. So running very hard. Huge bit of play there. So her goal, definitely. Now come back. Darcy will have the ball to ball it up.
So just talking about some of these players who are out on the ground here, Richo, I've heard just a little bit of a rumour that we've got Sally Voppenfield out there. She's actually the longest standing Blues player in the women's side. She's played since 2009, so that's pretty impressive. Keep an eye out for her. She's wearing the number 15 for the Blues out there today. This is probably her first grand final for herself, so congratulations to her to get to this point. There she is right now. Speak of the devil, the commentator calls, and she shall appear, Richo, back into the attacking half of the ground here for the Blues. They need something before quarter time here. Santanalo tries to get it. The Roos pick it up through Croc, and she's away. Under pressure, gone!
No.
Umpires called high, so a little undisciplined from Santanalo, and Liz Croc dodges a big boy.
Just slipped a little bit high, but she was gone for all money. Now Liz Croc will get the free. She's in the nearly middle of the ground. She'll look forward. Kerwin's on, I'd say. They kick short though to Irwin, the Irwin, and Irwin has had on a half forward flank. She has just dominated this quarter. She's had a lot of the ball. Slows up the play, half forward flank, kicks to about centre half forward, over the back, off hands, Kerwin will pick up, good tackle there by the Blues. They're hunting in packs down deep in the Roos forward line. Madison Amaral picks it round the body on the left. I think that's through there, Nicholas. I'd say Phillip Earl gives it the all clear, and there's a goal. So there's another one to Madison Amaral. She's also having quite an impact in this first quarter.
Was that Madison or was that the other one?
It was Madison.
It was Madison,
yeah,
well done.
Is number 7, I believe, and
Good pick up.
8.
So 7-4, 46 to no score yet for the Blues. They've showed streaks of attacking the Blues, but have just struggled to get it past that first or second third of the ground, and the Roos are rebounding. A couple of unlucky free kicks, just undisciplined with the tackles, but the Roos class is on show here, and unfortunately going to be quite hard to stop today as the sun is going to heat this up. Umpire says he's going to throw that up again, managed to toss it over his head, unfortunately. Dale Darcy, 99 times out of 100 it's on the mark, but every now and then one just goes a little bit sideways. So ball up here by umpire Darcy, can be tapped down by Lognane, contested here but picked up by Croc. Blues have the numbers around the ball here, they've got to work together. Chopped off by Duhako, goes out wide to the number 15, that's Friedrich Kerr. Picked up again by Duhako. Santanala now for the Blues, up the line, goes over the top of Berlioz. Lognane on the clean-up, playing that sweeper roll, and she'll switch it across towards Croc. Croc won't get it. It's going to be chopped off there very nicely by Kelly Orton, and she drives it back the other way for the Blues. Here's Heward, plays a little bit for the Swans in her time. She's actually originally from Ottawa. And she gives it back to them, and here they go now through Saliba. Driving kick, but there's just nobody there. They're not getting in time for numbers as Selena Amaral cleans up for the Roos. She'll take it on all day and clear it out now, and the ball's going to go back inside 50 for the Kangas.
It is going to go and picked up there, back there by Hamill. Hamill handballs off, they kick down, but just plenty of numbers to the Roos. Croc easily picked up on the back, centre half back, kicks forward to Lalaberde over the top of her head, and Dowako picks it, handballs over to Hamill. Hamill looks around, kicks down the line again. There's Himmel from the Roos, off hands they call by Murray. She kicks it forward, Kerwin's there, but Tagnell cuts in front, takes a nice mark, centre forward. Holds up the play, waits for numbers to push in. The Blues have got back as well. She's looking, where's she going to go? She kicks long, direct, Kerwin 1-on-2, over the back. Dalawanko, it's on a roll off hands, it might roll through. It's off the ground, Kerwin, and yes, it's another goal to Nicola Kerwin.
Oh dear.
So tried to rush behind there, but just didn't get over the line. And Kerwin kicks off the ground for a pretty easy goal in the end.
I believe in the round ball game, they call that a howler. That should have been rushed through for a behind. She missed it, and Kerwin got the easiest goal of her life. So unfortunately there, Jalhako missed it and gave up a freebie there. So unfortunate, but ball's going to go back to the middle here. So
one miss, another one hits, I'd say there, Nicholas.
Yes, exactly right. Kerwin's kicked 4 for the game, and a few others have lined up for the Roos' 8th goal. So 8-4-52 to no score just yet for the Blues. Ball up in the centre of the ground. Again, tapped out by Lognane. She's doing well in the ruck. Clicked up by Hilmy. Pressure applied by Saliba, but nothing doing yet. Irwin wheels around. The Croc Hunter goes forward. Big kick there, but very nice. I think Duhako's been the best on the ground for the Blues thus far. Picked up by Lalaberde. What a pickup she was this year, the rookie. Kerwin, gee, she's hard to stop. There's a reason she's the MVP. Looping little kick, and it's through for another one. So that's her 5th for the game there, Richo.
5th for the quarter. It's a huge effort. So I reckon Big Greg has been watching too much AFL, and he's gone with the old Martin Dangerfield, put your big key forward, and for this first quarter. And there is the first quarter siren.
Great call there, Richo. Yes, exactly right. Sorry to chop you off there, mate. But end of the quarter, so I'm going to start for the Roos. Blues have showed a little bit of fight, but couldn't quite get a hold of it. It's 9:4:58. We're going to take a little bit of a break, and we'll be back after this little snippet for the second quarter. Stay tuned. So welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're just preparing for the second quarter here. So the Roos going in 9:4:58. Quite a dominant first quarter there from them. Blues showed signs at a point, but couldn't quite hit the scoreboard as umpire Kevin Murray, the man who led the umpire team this year. Big thank you to him and his team and all the umpires this year who put their hand up to help out with the games. It's much appreciated from the players and the executive perspective as the game continues here in the second quarter. That's Relota. Haven't called her yet today, been relatively quiet. She's been thrown into the midfield. Hilmy, as a workhorse as always, gets the kick away, gets it towards Tricks. Again, haven't called her much today. Cleared out by the Blues, and now Lala Burde chops it off. And she's going to go back inside 50 towards Relota. Not a great kick, makes her work for it. Got a little bit of space, but they're closing in quickly on the far side, struggling to see from the commentary booth. Kerwin goes in and takes a low chest mark, lowers the eyes. Is she going to go for it? Probably a bit outside her range. Lognane! She's too hard to stop sometimes as she's chopped it off. And the old firm continues to roll on, Richo.
Yes, exactly. So Kerwin already having influence in this first quarter, and Lognane as well. Both second quarter, I should say. Sorry, Nick. Now Lognane going back. Might give Coldabella some work here, I reckon. Kicks it long. It's a great kick. I think that's straight through the high diddle. And Coldabella for his first signal, and he gives it a nice big goal. So Lognane kicks the goal, and like in the AFL, just brings herself straight off there, Nick.
Yes, no, I like that from a coach. Just, you know, I've done my bit. I'm going to have a bit of a rest. Probably wanted to hug whoever's on the boundary line there and say good day. And I'll tell you what, it's about time umpire Coldabella did something.
Oh, is it
He's
ever?
sitting there in the shade. Poor old umpire Hurley's getting baked at the other end there. Just burning.
He does burn too, from memory there, Philip Hill does.
A lot of skin to cover.
Oh, got the biggest head I've seen.
So ball back in the middle of the ground. It's umpire Skip tossing it up. He's doing a great job today. Chasing it down here for the Blues. Doesn't get picked up though by the number 18 in Orton. Geez, they're under siege right now, the Blues. They've got to find something coming in hard, running in. There's Friedrich Kerr in the 15. Hand pass out. Ooh, that was a big hit there from Lauren Wozni in the 26. The tough defender who's been playing most of this season. She actually came back, I believe, from a couple of injuries there with a knee brace on. It's marked there by Irwin, and Irwin now will wheel around and again just crossing the ground. Actually finds her partner in Berlio Boxer, and she's going to go back here, and this might test her. I don't know if she can stop this one. It's going to go right to the wire here. Going to have to work hard umpire. Not a great kick though. She's butchered it, and it's going to be chopped off there by the number 29 Hamill. Thank you there,
It hasn't
Richo.
gone through. It's a little congested down in the back. Try to get a kick out, and I think it's on a roll through from behind, and Coldabella does signal one behind. So it wasn't a great kick there, but the Blues sort of scrounged it over for a minor. So then Wozni will kick in the shade.
So what do you reckon Coach Obi said to the Blues girls at quarter time there, Richo?
I think maybe he just told them they just need to find some targets. They're finding enough of the ball from centre half back, but just can't, and then just can't, once they go forward, there's just not enough run and probably just blazing away a bit. So Irwin picks up, centre half forward, rolls around a couple, she kicks a long ball. I think it's gone through. There's another one for the Roos. Coldabella gives it the old clear. And there's another goal to Irwin. She's had quite a game.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, to answer your question before, I think they're sort of finding it enough, and they're hard enough at it, and they're going to the ball, just sort of chopping it up when coming out. But maybe it's under the Roos pressure too. Roos hunting packs, and that's what it shows. They've been the best side for 3 years in a row now. Yes. So it'll be hard to overcome.
It'll be an interesting time to see some of these like newer players at some other teams come forward and learn the game and kind of aim for the level obviously the Roos have been at for the last few years. It's always encouraging to have a peak. Obviously in the men's league it's the same thing where there's different benchmarks you want to aim for. So again, might be a tough game today, but the future is bright for the girls in these sides as a free kick is earned here for Delhako. She's been an absolute soldier back there today, the ruckman, playing most of her time in the back line. Ball coming forward here, Croc, the former Wildcat, almost a great mark taken there by Heward. Doesn't quite grab it though. Goes to ground, it's collected by Selena Amaral, one of the longer running girls players as well. Goes down the line, Delhako gets up there with the height, doesn't quite control it, and we'll get a ball up on the far side from the commentary position.
Yes, Delhako just floating around the back line. She's finding enough ball, so I think she just needs to rally a few troops behind her, and Blue, they just need to just get one back here, stem a little bit of a flow. Now off hands, Kerwin wins the tap. In amongst it there are a few players I can't quite see. Might roll out to the far side, and it has. So umpire Darcy will ball it up again. Humber side.
Yes, so just on that, Richo, beautiful location here. The footy league has been played for many years down at this ground. Very well maintained by the city and by all the volunteers. So big thank you to everybody who's put in their bit this year to help run the league. It's been fun as always from all sides. As Hilmy now wheels around. That's a great kick. Puts it in front of Tago. I know that she just gets the bounce, and Jake Caldabella just puts the guns out.
Sometimes
and it's a
you
goal.
Bounce it on a dime, and that's just silly gone, spun more than Shane Warne, I'd say there, Nick. It's just come from nowhere and gone straight through. About time Caldabella's doing some work, but he does have the shade. Well, he did mention that. So Hilmy showing some presence. I thought she was reasonably quiet that first quarter, but she's finding a bit of the ball and also brought herself off.
So 7th goal kicker for the Roos so far today. Obviously Kerwin's kicked her 5, but 6 other players have managed to find the 2 big sticks so far, and having a great game so far as this lady, Lala Burde. She gets it out wide towards Reloader. Reloader now can't control, getting chased down very quickly there by Jacqueline Hamill. And goes out wide to do Heiko again. She needs to control, and they're just locking it into that forward pocket there, the Roos, and the Blues just can't get out of that vortex of Roos players right now.
Yeah, exactly. It's just ferocious at the ball, the Roos at the moment, and just get in that forward line and just keep pushing until they score. So Darcy throws it high, tapped down by Boxer, I believe. Madison Ambrose goes bang and finds the ball, picks it up, couple there and tackle, and it'll be a ball up. Can't quite see. Yeah,
it was Sally Voppenfjord just throwing herself in there, getting her hands on the ball. Very quiet in the first quarter, so good to see her just lifting her spirits a bit and getting in to the players. It's tapped out of the ruck now. Duheiko didn't actually go up that time, was the clearing player. Collected by Kerwin. She's going to be tough to stop here. Loopy kick towards Tadgol. She doesn't take the mark over her head. Minor score, better than nothing.
Exactly. There you go. Kerwin just sitting up, now rucking, so she's just sitting at centre forward, and it's just hard to kick over her. And even Tagnell up forward, she's a bit of a present, the rookie. She's showing a bit.
Absolutely. So yeah, I think overall, we have about 10 or 11 rookies out there between the two sides. So great to see the league just adding players here and there, and obviously continuing maintaining, and we encourage every player to come back no matter what side you're on, just to help us grow the game. Bring a mate, tell them to come out and have a kick at training. It's always a good bit of fun as Berlioz now looks to square the ball up. She knows she's outside her distance, and umpire Darcy just brings the Blues player Hewitt up to a fair reach on the mark. Squaring kick, top of the square, and courageous from Amaral. Loses her feet but goes up. She's a tough nut as Kerwin wheels around now. The Blues can't catch her. The pressure was applied very well by Diarachua. I hope I pronounced that right. I've pronounced it 3 different ways so far in this game. One of them has to be right. The veteran now, and it's number 9, I believe it was number 9, Rachel Bailey, who cleared that out. And ball is going to be held back there, and a free kick to the Blues. So let's see if they can relieve this pressure that the Roos are just applying so well. Big mark by Lognane, and she does that all day.
Great contested mark by Lognane, just setting up on the wall. She'll look in, she kicks it long, high, goes in. Can't quite see, there we are over the back. Rolling. Picked up there by Wozni. Wozni kicks out, good clearing kick, rolls out to the forward flank. There is Lala Burde again, crunching bump there by Baloo. Kicks long in Lala Burde, off hands. Picked up there by Rolanda. Rolanda gets tackled under pressure. Madison Amaru again, running, spinning on the left. I think that's through as well. It is, it's all clear. Another goal. Madison Amaru having quite the impact.
That was it.
Mad as a cat snake and just finds the ball a lot.
That was a classy goal there, Richo, that she just took it on, wheeled around, probably went right on the edge of her limit for running there. Could have almost got called for a little bit too far.
Steps,
yeah, it was a lot of steps, but wheeled around classily on her left. She's a right footer, so good to get her on her left. And,
is that so?
I believe so, yeah.
It's a great kick on your left
footer,
if you are a right footer.
Slaps it on the left, and quite a young soul as well, Amaral. She could, bright future for her in the world of footy, I think, Richo, is the Blues come back. So the Roos are applying the pressure. The Blues are just struggling to get it out of the back half there as they go towards the eastern end of the ground. As the ball comes back to the middle here. Heat is starting to come on now. So I reckon we're going to approach about 30 degrees today. So these guys and girls out there will be working very hard. No one wants to go down to the footy. Now they do. 2 Blues and a Roo on the ground. Reloader gets the clearance. Tackle applied there, but nothing doing from Saliba. Ball goes up. Santanala's around that big tackle. And umpire says, give me the ball. And it's going to go back to Selena Amaral, who lifts the eyes and goes out wide towards the commentary position. Chopped off there. No mark taken, though, by the number 18, and Kelly Orton missed that one. Skills aren't quite there for her just yet. Belio goes out wide to Lalaberde. Big tackle. Almost nails her was Chrysostomo. Doesn't quite get her, though. The Aussie player there, soccer background. Kicks it inside. Here come the Roos again now. Reloader having a much bigger impact in this quarter. I think Greg Everett's made a little bit of a shift here. Put her back in the game. Tap down and great pick up there. Nothing doing just yet. The Blues have got to get back. There's too many Roos on their own. And Amaral again.
Lalaberde.
Sorry, Lalaberde. My apologies, Richo.
No worries. There she is again. Gee, she's having quite an impact today. Great pickup for the Roos this year as a rookie. I believe Coldabella might have had some input in that, but yeah, she's been outstanding today. So she comes off for a rest. Greg Everett's got, you kick a goal, you come off for a breather, I believe.
The old Dennis Pagan trick. You run in the paddock and you earn your rest, as they used to say.
Oh, Pagan paddock?
Yes, so I haven't seen...
Just get out of Kerry's way, I believe.
The king. So ball back in the middle. Look at, we don't get too much of a shot there, but umpire Hurley is, I reckon you'd catch a snail doing more right now. He's just standing there.
He is roasting down there. Look at him burning to a crisp. Now we're at centre forward. Ball over it. I think that's Amaral. She gets it, and umpire Darcy is paid too high. I don't think it was really there. But Amaral gets the free kick, centre forward. Kicks long and direct to a big pack of players. Do Waco off hands. Oh, Rolanda's another impact. She's picked it up, kicked it straight into Darcy. Get out of the way, pal, they say. And it's off hands. Here we are. Hamill's got it. Can't quite get it. It's in the pack. Good tackle by Taggo. And I think he's letting it a bit go here, Nick.
Yeah, he's definitely letting it go. I mean, finals footy. Just put the whistle away every now and then. A couple of interesting calls. Few girls down behind the play there. Rough tackling going on. Umpire Darcy swallowed his whistle there for a bit, I think. Richo, just letting it go. I like that.
He's paid it too.
Oh, hang on.
Crunching tackle by Mitchell, and she's been rewarded. She goes back, kicks it over the top. I think it's gone through.
Hang on. Umpire stopped it here.
Well, he's given it all clear. I don't know if umpire Darcy knows, but it looked like it went through.
Let's hang on. Umpire Skip's coming in here. We'll get some clarification. I think the call is touched. Umpire Greg Everett's calling for a touched as well. So, no, umpire Coldabella says I was closer than you, so he's called a goal. So I guess it's umpire's call and it's going to go back to the middle.
Exactly.
Not much we can do from here.
No, not at all. I couldn't tell from here, but yeah, it was pretty low and no one really gave up a fuss when they called a goal, so maybe it wasn't touched, but another goal, that'd be Mitchell's first goal, I believe.
Oh, I tell you what, I don't think umpire Coldabella's going to get another go at umpire Coldabella after today. Every player on the ground screaming touch, and he puts the 2 dukes up.
He did. Offhands, big ball up, Kerwin wins the tap, picked up there by Santillana, and then Saliba's in there. Great tackle there by Amaral and Santillana. It's going to be a ball up to Kev Murray.
Fair footy in the middle of the ground now. Blues got to find something here. I'd love to see them just hit the scoreboard and rally up a little bit. First grand final for this club. Kerwin back into the midfield, her natural stomping grounds. Lognane, legend of the game, hard to stop. Husband plays for the Eagles, who's playing in a grand final later today. Picked up by Tricks, gets the hand pass to Reloader. 2 long-serving Roos, ducked around. Well done by Reloader. Top of the 50, and great mark down there by Duhako. And she doesn't waste any time. Here they go now. Can they get something? Is this a spark? Picked up there. Here we go now. Amaral with a stiff arm. She's contested by Saliba. Doesn't get it. Umpire, she's appealed for something here. Umpire says holding, and it's a throw, so it's going to go to Saliba. Can the Blues find something here, Richo?
I really hope so. Here we go. So Saliba, recruited from a bar, I believe. Good Australian. You wouldn't know she was in a bar. There, kicks down the line. Lognane is, oh, not Long, yes, Lognane?
Yeah, I think it is.
Aaron Cansball's off there to Himmel.
Hilmy,
sorry, I've got that mucked up. She kicks long. There's a big pack of players off hands. Do Waco there. She's a force at centre half back. Gets the hands out. Hilmy comes back in, collects the ball, picks up around a couple, runs, gets clear, kicks long and direct. Tagno is deep, pushes off over the back, gathers round the body. Oh, I don't think it's gone through. It is a minor score. Tagno having been influenced deep forward. Good move by Greg Everett here.
Yes, very interesting move. Obviously, she's floated around the half forward, but he stuck her down in the pocket there just to rest him out. I think the difference we've seen as well, Richo, is that Kerwin's come up. She's playing in the midfield. Lognane's gone towards more of a half-back flank and just really repelling that ball back inside, giving people like Reloader time to get a hold of it. Trix is up forward a little more, and as you said, Tadgill. So here's Reloaded now, speaking of the Devil, picking her up. She's under a big pressure there from the number 25 in Jacqueline Hamill. She's doing well down there as well. Nothing doing just yet. Picked up there by Saliba. She's had a good game so far for the Blues, working hard. Hamill gets the kick away. Tries to go down to it again. There's Saliba working together in the 1-2. Lognane just trickling along the ground. She says it's gone out of bounds. And we'll, you know what, the ground here, Richo, it actually slants a little bit southward towards the lake. So I'm absolutely furious that it's gone absolutely nowhere near us right now.
It has been on that top side for a long time, and I'm only 26, my eyes don't serve me that well. Off hands, Lognane wins the tap. It's over there. Amaral is there again, gets it out the back to Lognane. Good handball out the back, good chase, good tackle. Kicks it forward. Kerwin's got a bit of time. She picks up, she looks back again to Hilmy. Hilmy's got more time. She kicks to centre forward. Emsley, no, off hand. Saliba's there. Picked up there by Krista Stomo. Right up your Tyken alley there, Nick, and it'll be a throw.
I've got a theory, Richo. I reckon that the reason the ball's on the far side of the ground so much is because they reckon our commentary stinks.
Oh, wow.
I reckon they just could not get further away from it. It's funny. I reckon if we go stand over there at halftime, the ball will be all over the lake.
Yeah, it could be.
So here we go again, the Roos. Big bombing kick there from Emsley. Only one of 2 Australians on the team for the Roos. Cleared out there, nothing doing just yet by Santanala. She's been very quiet this quarter. I know from memory she actually hurt her shoulder in the first round of the finals, I believe against Hamilton, and left the ground in quite a bit of pain. So it takes a fair bit to stop her on the ground. So it's good to see her back out there, but you can see she's got the shoulder quite heavily strapped. So she's doing her bit, but as I said, been quiet in this quarter. The ball just loves being in that far forward pocket. Dalheiko says, get out of my way. Goes through, picked up by Saliba. Pressure applied, ducks around, well done. Goes up and again, Lognane, just that chop off as she's approached by Garner. Blessing Garner, one of the executive members there for the Blues, done a great job this year, keeping the club going, a social stalwart as she's been referred to. Big clash in the forward line there for the Roos. Players going everywhere. That's Hamill trying to clear it out, gets thrown off the ball. Crocs there, former Wildcat. Garner doesn't get the kick away, or does she? She does. Irwin collects it for the Roos. A little bit of ping pong footy right now. Finds Berlioz. Berlioz gets wrapped up very nicely. He doesn't get pulled down though. Reloaded for the Roos. Gone to ground. Umpire will say, give me the ball. Surely, Rich, I need a breath.
Yes.
And it's off to you.
Emsley's is down behind play. It was a big pack there and she got crunched for mine and she stayed down. So they've just pulled the clock here just to see if she's okay. But great call there, Nicholas. A lot happening in the last little passage of play. So I hope Emsley's all right. I think it's more of a back and kidney, just like before in that first quarter. So
Yeah, not
the clock has been stopped here and they're all coming together. I hope she's all right.
not good signs. I know Emsley's actually struggled a little bit with injuries towards her back. So she's got up, tough cookie. That's a great way to get up and move through it. She looks okay now as Lognane was down there checking on. I think Lognane might have actually collected her.
It could have been. There was a few that flew, so it was courageous to go back with it and cop the knock. But that's AFL footy and she's up and about. She looks okay, so that's great news for her and for the Roos. Time has come back on, so Darcy will grab the ball. He'll look for the 2 ruckmen. And we're about 40 out Roos end.
So ball is tossed up here by umpire Darcy. Goes out the back.
Tap.
Great tap indeed. And it goes to Amaral. She's run a long way. Cheeky bounce on this hot ground. Goes inside. Lots of Blues back there. They're just flooding to that back line. They've got to rush something here. Umpire Calderbella sees a goal. That's a freebie, I think. Oh, well, they're going to overturn it here. There's a little bit of contention on the line. Calderbella's been shaky at best with those calls today.
Do you think you can see it all? That was about 4 metres out. And I don't know.
We've got to play it down there. I'll come back to that in just a second, Richo. I think it might be the number 26. It might be Wozni who's down back there. That would be a big loss for them. She is the brick.
She's the force back there.
Yeah.
The general. I watched her last week and she just directed traffic down there and got her across the line. So hopefully she's okay. Oh, no goal.
No goal. Oh.
Calderbella.
0-2 for mine.
Oh,
For
no.
Calderbella. Geez. We'll have to have a shift talking to him
Oh,
at half time because they're making the commentator's job just that little bit harder up at here. The cameramen can't believe it.
Oh, kicking in danger. So
Oh.
it's been overturned by Darcy. So maybe the right decision by Calderbella, but the free kick was paid. Kicked out. Oh, Lognane again. Just builds that wall lovely. She rolls on a dime. She kicks forward. Emsley's in the pack again, off hands, over the back. There's heaps of players. Blues, Roos are all there. Big Emsley over it again. She's showing great courage. Saliba picks it up. Finds space like Penderine, kicks long. Out Lognane, bang again, and marks it centre half forward.
And now Lognane will square it up. Risky kick going across the ground. Good pressure applied by Garner, but Irwin wins that battle. Hilmy, she's going to go straight back to Lognane. Makes it work for it. It's gone to ground. Gaelic background Lognane, so very handy on foot. Amaral loves that shove away. Works around. High kick. And just a minor score.
I believe she's a left footer. She's kicked that from about 30 on the
You know
left.
what?
There's no way you turn to the left and kick it
I think
off.
she's a lefty.
If you're a right footer.
I think she's a
We're
lefty.
not Sam Mitchell, Nicholas.
Yeah, no, I think I might have. I think her sister's the right footer. That's how I tell them apart sometimes.
Yes, no, lovely.
So I love that we got the voice from the man on the lens that was a kicking in danger. Us with our pleb no binoculars up here can't see anything. So the man, the moment, the memory, Bruce Parker, just calls the kicking in danger and got it right. So I reckon.
Got a sunscreen on that neck up there, Brucey. So good job. Kicks out, off hands. Oh, Kerwin comes around the back, takes one on, shrugs one tackle, kicks to the top of the square. Great kick, Tagnell.
Oh.
Great, lovely disposal. Easy chest smoke Tagnell. And she'll go back about 5 metres out, dead in front.
Just unselfish from Kerwin. I've noticed in this quarter she's going for goals a little less and finding her teammates. Unfortunately, Taggell has not rewarded that, but great squaring kick and a good mark under pressure from Tad Girl to take it right in front of goal.
That's it. Just a force at the moment, the Roos. The Blues can't get past the sort of 50 line. That wall of Lognane, Amaral of the Selena variety, and Irwin back there, and Kerwin, they're hard to kick over.
Yes, indeed. Now, just a quick score update at half time. I was going to say a quick update. We'll get you at half time. I believe the score is 15-8-99 to no score for the Blues. We'll get an update after half time. We're going to take a quick break, and we're going to be back for the third quarter. Okay, welcome back, ladies and gents. We are getting ready for the third quarter. Just a little update from the last half. The score stands at 15-9, 100 flush to no score for the Blues. Goal scorers, 7 different goal scorers for the Roos. No goal scorers yet for the Blues. Richo and I back in the commentary booth on top of the shed at Humber South, if you'd call it a booth. Coming down now, and the game has kicked off here. Ball in the middle, picked up by Irwin. Irwin now wants to go down the line. She finds Berlioz. They've connected a lot today. Getting chased down there very hard by the number 25 in Hamill. She clears it back inside, I should say, is Berlioz. Big crunching tackle there. Geez, she's going hard in there, wasn't he? Just throwing her weight around. It wins the footy, and rightfully so. Wrapping up Hilmy, she gets Saliba, and it is going to be a ball up right near the Grooves 50.
Big Kev Murray bowling up high. Hilmy wins the tap. One out there by Saliba. Out to Laliberte. Got a bit mumbled for words there. Laliberte picks it up on the far side. Handballs back to Kerwin. Kerwin back to Laliberte. She's got time. Looks down the line, kicks down the line. Over the top of Hilmy. Rolling out, and Hamill will see it out. Humber side. It's started on that top side again there, Nick.
Yeah, look,
any danger bringing it to the
I'm
side?
furious. For 5 years I've done the commentary at this ground on the far side, and it would not come near me. And then I get on top of the shed, and all I'm getting is far side. So it's a trend. Santanella now, back into the middle. Needs a grab, 2 Roos fly. Blues going to win it though. Gets the collect. Nothing doing yet though. Picked up by Irwin, she's under pressure, gets the kick away, but Santanella blocks it off. She gets her head over the footy, well done. Got one high there, umpire didn't see it right in front of him. Santanella might have got one in the lips from Irwin. Not a good sign there. Hopefully she's okay, just a little lip slapper, and there he goes. Ooh, big push off the ball. That's probably a little bit of rough conduct there, but frontal contact's fine. She got cleaned up there, Rach Bailey. Goes inside 50. Plenty of Blues getting back. I think the coach got into him just for the mids to get back in numbers. Saliba's going to go one-on-one with Amaral. Just showed a bit more fight there, did Amaral. Hands out the back. Here comes, hand in the back. I think there was a little bit of frustration there as Duhako took out Hilmy.
Yeah, just held on too long. I think he paid in the back, but it was a bit each way, in the back or held on too long. So Hilmy will get the free kick.
Yeah, I think as I mentioned there, the play was a little bit after, and I think Duhako just a little bit of frustration setting in here in the third quarter, and snuck in and got Hilmy in the back. So Hilmy now standing the mark there for the Blues. Over the top, Duhako gets a hand on it, reloaded out the back though, dangerous. Can't quite get a boot to it. She does get herself out of trouble, but goes nowhere. 20 down there, Chrysostomo gets it out for the Blues. Doesn't go too far though. Roos are coming in now in numbers. Amaral, she hasn't joined the queue for goal kickers yet. Wants it, but well done there and cleared up by Duhako. She's been fantastic. Irwin, hand pass, gives it to Croc. Croc for our first goal. Misses. So
Just setting up that
minor
wall
score.
again, the Roos. They're hard to kick over. They just get it into their forward line and just hard to get over the top of them. They just keep relentless. Just keep scoring until they kick one through the big sticks. So Wozni will retrieve the ball, seeing there's no boundaries in the women's football. So he walks up to kick it in, old Wozni.
A couple of big names you can see on camera here filing into the game following this one, the men's grand final between the Eagles and the Rebels. Hopefully you'll be tuning into that one on our YouTube channel for AFL Ontario. As Hilmy now wins the hand pass. Umpire Dale Darcy does well to agile his way out. Sorry, my apologies. Skip Murray knows where to be on a footy field.
Does he ever?
So he got out of the way very nicely. Emsley hand over the footy, doesn't quite get it. It was a throw. Good tackle from the Blues,
yes.
and rightfully earned a free kick there was Michelle Hewitt.
Yeah, Hewitt. So Hewitt plays on, kicks down the wing, Lakeside, rolls over the top. Hilmy's there. She'll gather. Great shepherd by Mitchell, gives her time, kicks down the line again, and there is Trix. Trix fumbles. Great tackle there. Saliba comes in to help out. Big pack forming. Everyone jumping, getting pushed off. I think Big Kev. Oh, he's let it go and it's come out the back. Amaral of the Selena variety kicks to centre forward. There is Baloo, and she'll take a mark centre half forward.
Great composure from Berlioz just to take that chest mark under pressure. Just let it drop down. Knew the player wasn't quite close enough, but would have heard footsteps. It goes inside 50 again. Duhako over the top of the Roos player there, and ball's gone to ground. Kev Murray calls out that it's mine. Fair footy. So ball up right in front of the Roos goal here. Umpire Coldabella has switched to the goal scoring end. Interesting decision.
Sun.
Does want a bit of sun. I guess umpire Hurley's probably burnt to a fine crisp.
The girls are telling Coldwell he needs a bit of a tan. So they ball up high. Dowako wins the tap. Picked down by Trix. Trix around the body. Can't get a roll across for a minor score.
I think it was Berlioz there, mate.
Berlioz, sorry, my mistake. They're very similar for mine from distance.
Yeah, from about 40 feet. Very hard to tell.
5'8", blonde hair.
Yep.
Yeah.
So 5'11", 102 to no score yet for the Blues. Roos just continuing to roll here. Still trying to adjust and find something here, the Blues. Ball goes out of... Oh, no, he's called holding the ball here. So will be a free kick to the Blues. Dropping it there was Liz Croc, so well done. And the Blues will get the free kick on the far side. Just trying to identify the Blues player there from the far end. Goes down the line, kicks it to a 2-on-1. Not a great decision, but didn't have a lot on offer. And it rolls out of bounds and we'll get a boundary throw in. So just for a little bit there, Richo, the girls discovered that there was more ground on this side. And it's just floated back towards that far side on us.
I don't even believe it's greener over that side. I'm not sure why they're over there, but they're using the old Hummer side. So ball up over there, Kev Murray. Dowako wins the tap. Offhand, Saliba's there. Roos are over the ball as well. Big pack for a good kick out. Oh, straight to the face of Saliba. She copped it right in the mushka. Out the back, here we are. Irwin, no, it's Kerwin. Kicks forward. Emsley goes up. Wozni was there to get off hands. Good pick up there by Hewitt. Hewitt kicks out. Dowako off hands. Oh, Kerwin, good tap over the top. Class. Kicks it long, direct. No one there, and Wozni will take an easy mark, full back.
That's what she does best there, Richo. Wozni just floats in that back line and wants to take those marks. She's been denied a lot of that today and not a great kick, but Chrysostomo will get there, the Australian. Hilmy, former Sydney Women's AFL player, she's been great today. Chrysostomo tries to block, I like that.
Great second effort by Chrysostomo.
Very much so, yes, and ball goes out of bounds and umpire Kev Murray working overtime. Geez, he's going to need a nice cold pop at the end of the game. Tapped out by Lognane. Reloaders at the back there. She collects, having a great 2 quarters so far. Weaves her way through, hands off to Irwin. Tackled very nicely there by Frederick Kerr. Middle of the ground. There's Croc. Kerwin. Out wide to Laliberte. Good hand passing from the Roos, and they're going to go back inside 50 again.
Back to the flight, and Selena Amaral takes a nice mark. Courageous to push back there with the flight of the ball. So she pushes back, looks. Big congestion in the forward line of the Roos. The Blues have got back, and it is cut off by Sandalana, but she can't hold the mark. Berlow's there, Sandalana's there. Wozni is also there. She'll pick it up. She is a force, gets the hand out, off hands, kicked off the ground. Dowako, good pick up. She's a force as well. Comes out. Wozni there again. Good kick out of trouble, and it might roll out of bounds that far Humber side. No, still in? No, it's out. Kev Murray will grab it and ball it up that Humber side wing.
So it's gone out of bounds, as we know. A little bit of trivia for those at home. Humber South, you can see the buildings in the background there. Used to be, I believe, a mental institution back in the day.
I do believe.
Don't know how long ago, but it was transformed into the South Campus for the Humber College. But obviously
Great
we're playing
tap.
on Colonel Sam Smith Park for the City of Toronto. Goes inside 50, Reloader's down there, doesn't quite get picked up by Chrysostomo. Trix is down there as well. She gets wrapped up on the tackle, and umpire from the other end, I don't know about that umpire Darcy. Long range call, and he's given the free kick to Reloader. Maybe he saw something off the ball actually, because you and I are looking at the ball obviously.
Yeah, I didn't
Richo.
see much, but he's in a better position than we are, Nick. So Reloader will have the shot. She goes back, saunters in. Good kick, it looks nice. Is it going to get the distance? No! Etobicoke, nice tap and hits it through. She's a force, Etobicoke. She's very, very good player.
Very good. That's what you want your ruckman doing. Obviously, it's not ideal to have them in the back line all day, but she's not only getting those high contested possessions, but she's just been in everything. She's been in every contest, every clearance. Just been a real force. Best on ground for the Blues for mine so far, as Wozni now will look to clear outside 50. Good kick up the line and gets it down the throat of Heward. She's an experienced player and quite talented. Loves her footy. Michelle Heward goes down the line. Good looking kick. Gives her player an opportunity, but Kerwin lurking at the back there, getting to numbers to the Roos, and Lalaberde goes back in towards Croc. Ooh, crunch. Could have been head knock City, but they avoided that. Back inside now, there come the Roos. Big mark, and here's Wozni. Now is the moment. Gets the hands off in time. Took it on. I like that. A little bit of courage from the backman, or back lady, I should say. Collected in the middle there by Santanala, wrapped up very quickly by Hilmy, and umpire says...
Pinged
pinged her.
her. I heard him say. No
I thought
effort.
it was his. Interesting.
And Hilmy plays on straight away, kicks to Emsley, she fumbles, kicked off the ground. Good tackle there by the Roos. They're hunting packs now. Rolanda gets there. Handball out. Oh, and pings the throw. Good tackle by Wozni.
So I tell you what, Wozni and Chrysostomo down there for the Blues are having an absolute great quarter. The Roos haven't kicked a goal this one. They've had 3 shots compared to the last few quarters. They have stepped up their defensive pressure big time, and it's all coming from Etobicoke, Wozni, and Chrysostomo in the back line.
Exactly. So Wozni for another kick out from deep in back. She comes to the lakeside. Saliba's there, off hands. Gathers the ball. Great tackle by Mitchell. Kicks up there to Rojo. She finds it, comes out. She chases up her second ball. Well done. Hands off to Rojo, gets it again. Good kick, smothered by Irwin. Mitchell's there. Irwin goes back and gets the smothered ball. Finds space, kicks the centre of the ground. Amaral's there, she's got time. Good chase there. Kicks long, really to no one. Hamill takes a nice, easy mark.
They've just settled a bit. They've settled a bit, the Blues. They're taking marks, and the Roos are still pressuring. Again, they're struggling to get it past that halfway point, but they have settled. But the Roos just aren't scoring as well. Maybe the heat's kicking in, but I think they've found their defensive setup that they want. As now on the far side here, Berlioz gets wrapped up, shrugs through the tackle, took it on umpire and dropped it. That should be holding the ball, and rightfully so.
Crowd called for it too, Nick.
Absolutely. So Blues hunting in packs there and earn themselves a free kick. It's going to go, I believe, to the number 25 in Hamill. She's having a good quarter there after she took that mark. So she'll look up the ground here, and this is where they're getting clogged up, Richo. This is the kick where they have not been able to break all day. Big lead in the middle there from Saliba. That's where she goes. Doesn't get it though over the top. Picked up, and now's a chance here. Needs to get it out here is Theodoridis. Doesn't get it, and Irwin just shows why she was the Rookie of the Year, but gets pinned for holding the ball, and they've got a little bit of fight in them, Richo.
A little bit of tackle. She looked to be out there, Irwin. They just kept finding, and they end up pinging her, which was very done. So handball out, Etobicoke kicks down the line. There's not really there. Kerwin just goes back and takes a nice easy mark, and then no one on the mark, so she plays on. Takes about 10 steps, kicks long and direct. Emsley's there, goes back below, and it's on a roll through. Yes, for a minor.
Tried the clever little tap back there, but there was nothing doing, but I like her instinct. So just a minor score, so 15-13, 104. No scores for the Blues, so Roos just dominating the scoreboard right now, but definitely been a much more even quarter than we've seen for the first half of the game so far. Here's Heward on the far side. Puts it into some space, but it's only Roos there so far, not getting there in time. Is Sally Voppenfjord, the veteran for the Blues. Kicked back inside for the Roos. Here they come again. Amaral's going to get to it, a 2-on-1 or 3-on-1 for the Blues. It equals up very quickly. And pass out by Hamill. Reloader there for the Roos, Hilmy. She'll get the ball. Hand pass over the top to Croc, and now she's got some space. Big Croc, 2 years for the Roos. Big looking kick. She's put it through, and she joins the list.
Just another one to the list, another goal scorer. Calder Bella did signal the 2 big sticks. Oh, yes, it is a goal.
So that's the 8th goal scorer of the day for the Roos. Croc adds her name to the list. 3rd-year player. Very talented, handy little midfielder, worked her way forward, and I've seen, or I guess we've seen at the Roos her talent increase. Initially started her footy career at Hamilton, until she relocated up to the city and joined the Roos, I think, in 2016.
Lovely.
So ball back into the middle of the ground. Umpires doing great work out there. They'd be running hard. Just want to give a shout out to the umpires again today for both this game and the others and all the games through the season. Well done. Thank you for your time and effort being out on the ground. It's never an easy job being an umpire, so thank you very much. As Laliberte now with the hand pass to Kerwin, connecting well. Kerwin goes for the bounce, probably not necessary, but pulls it off anyway. Irwin down the ground to Amaral. It's Selena. Maddie hasn't done a lot this quarter. She's just sitting back a bit. She was good for the rest.
Oh, that'll be 50.
And
Infringing on
50.
the mark there, I would say.
Explain that to the viewers at home there, Richo.
Big Kev Murray didn't call play on, so as she went to kick, the other Blues player has come over in fringe to try and stop it. So there was no play on called, so you can't encroach on the player kicking the ball until the umpire has called her to go. So that's what happened there. So Amaral gets a 50, which really looked more like a 20, but that's okay because it's a smaller field today. So Amaral, Selena comes in, nice looking kick. Will it get the legs? No, it's a minor. Did get the legs, but just faded away and goes through for a minor score. So I believe it's 16, 15, 111.
That is 16-14, I think. Or maybe I can't count, but...
Maybe 16-14 is an even number for mine, so I think
16-15, 111 is correct.
111.
Yep.
Someone needs to go back to school, I'd say.
That Bachelor of Economics is doing nothing for me right now, Richo.
Bachelor Education over here. Now, kicks out. Oh, Etobicoke over the top. She's just a beast and takes a huge mark, centre half back, over the top of two roos of Hilmi and Amaral. So she pushes back. She had a good quarter, Etobicoke. Kicks long, big looking kick.
Great kick.
Over the top, Laliberte's there. Same with Saliba. Laliberte's hunting it. Saliba's following her. Now comes out. Good kick off the ground. Mitchell picks it up. Handball out the back to Kerwin. Shrugs Saliba, then kicks to a dangerous spot, but Lognane, great mark over DeRojo. Lovely kick. So Lognane kicks to the centre of the ground, finds Hilmi. She nearly went there, and she just opted out last minute. Otherwise, I think she might have been gone.
Missed a chance there. The Blues had a 3-on-2. They could have got it in, but Kerwin won that uneven contest and got it out to Lognane. As now Irwin goes back inside. Reloader's going to fall in the hole and find the mark, and she's going to go back and try and kick her second or first of the day if she can make the distance here. So mark just outside of the territory for her. She's probably going to put this up to the square, or it might come right to the line. She can kick a little bit of distance. Goes up high. Dubahako's down there, and another great grab. I'll tell you what, she's got great set of hands. Comes from a volleyball background, so can time her jumps quite well. And she's just been unbelievable today for the Blues. As Hilmi takes an equally as impressive mark out on the 50. She's going to look to bring it straight back inside, just re-penetrating that 50-metre line as much as they can here, the Roos. Blues under siege again. Tapped down, no mark taken. That was Maddie Amaral going up for the mark, didn't come down. Number 3 down there, that's Heward for the Blues trying to go over. Gets the clearance, and not 15 play on, but it does get cleared out anyway by Saliba. Only as far as Laliberte. Laliberte looking for options to Irwin. Team Canada representative as well. High looping kick, nothing doing. Wozni couldn't take the mark. Need to get a hand pass away here to Theodoridis. And Heward clears it out, and it's good repelling by the Blues.
Oh, good touch there. Kerwin gets the fist in to Hilmi, to Laliberte. She switches it across to Mitchell. Mitchell's got time. She kicks there and finds Trix. Lovely kick by Mitchell. So Trix will just hold it up. She's a bit far out to score, I believe. She'll go back, but she can prove me wrong. Here she goes. Kicks it long. It's might get the distance. Dowako's there off hands. Just fell short. And there's a minor score off hands as Coldabella gives a signal for one behind. Just really hard to get past the centre of the ground. The Blues. They're fighting enough ball. They've been a lot better this quarter, but just can't get past that wall that the Roos set up.
Right. In terms of analysis for you, who's been your 2 best players on the ground so far, Richard?
For me, Laliberte is she surprised me today. She's been really good. And then she's sort of playing off back flank now and just keeps relentlessly kicking it back in. So her and, for the second, it's probably between Kerwin, Lognane, or even Selena Amaral. She's been quite handy. So Lognane on cue, gives her hands off to Amaral of Selena. She takes one on, kicks it, and it's through like clockwork. After you just mentioned them a couple of times, they just find a little 1-2 combination and straight through the middle there.
So 10th goal kicker of the day, that's Selena Amaral putting through her first, and like you said, you mention them and they line up, Richo. It can go either way though. There's a thing called the commentator's curse where you call something and the absolute opposite happens. So umpire Coltabella just whipping the flags around like a crazy Friday night down there.
Trying to get some shade from those flags. He'd be burning his little forehead, I reckon.
Yes, exactly. The ball back into the middle, so scores stand at 17, 16, 118. A lot of teens in that teen. And we are coming back to the middle of the ground to continue the third quarter. Not much left in this third quarter as the Roos have a commanding lead on this game. Blues have got to get something. I'd like to see them score before the end of the game to get a bit of excitement around their camp. First grand final for this team. Congratulations to them again for making it this far. Well done. A lot of rookies out there. Hope to see them back on both sides for next year to improve on their skills. Great signs from either way. As Lognane now gets the hand pass over to Reloader. Reloader's had a great game so far. Maddie Amaral will go one-on-one here with Heward. Heward takes it on, and unfortunately for her, pinned, and a great tackle by Amaral. She's earned herself a free kick here. So interesting footy so far here, mate.
I didn't mind that. Took the game on there, the Blues, and you know, that's what you got to do now. There's no point just chipping around. You might as well just take on and try and score. Like, you want to see him kick at least one, I'd say. So Madison Amaral kicks it long. She's got a booming left boot down to below. She comes in and Emsley comes in for bump. Big pick up by below. She gets it in tackle, kicks it, and I think she's kicked a goal under pressure and it's gone straight through. Lovely goal there from below.
So Berlioz adds to that list. I tell you what, Richo, they might actually be going for one per person here because they've had their 11th goal kicker out on the field. She kicks her first of the game. That was a good goal, under pressure, just snapping the ball as the tackle was applied, and Blues did everything they could to get around her there, but just the connect was good for her. So she's coming off the ground for a bit of a spell, as we've seen today is the MO of Coach Everett, seasoned campaigner in the AFL Ontario competition, avid marathon runner and firefighter, but also part-time football coach.
Very passionate he loves the game, which is great to see. Great knockdown by Lognane. Hilmy kicks forward, and there is the three-quarter time siren. So we're going at 18-16, 124 to 0-0-0. Mark was taken, but I think she's a bit far out, and we'll just clock off here for a couple of minutes, and we'll see you back in a couple of minutes.
Lays a big tackle, does Amaral, but probably didn't quite have enough opportunity. Goes back to Lognane. Now Lognane gives their hands off to Reloader. Reloader goes in, and I think she's hit the pine.
Hit the woodwork.
She can't find the back of the net, if there was a net.
Oh, good flag work by the umpires there, and I do believe Phil Hill heard a rib waving a flag earlier in the day.
He looks injured, yeah.
He does look a little bit ginger. He's not the most physical athlete, so it would take much to hurt the big fella.
Yep.
So Wozni looking for an option. She sees Dowaco. Good kick. Dowaco's out there. Good mark. Well done. Plays on straight away. Kicks down the line, but there's no one really there. Lala Birday will get there first, but misses it. But gives a shepherd to Hilmy. Hilmy to Croc. Croc kicks it across to Lognane. She's got time. All fumbles though. Handball over the top to Tago. Tago fumbles. Oh, nearly kicking in danger for mine.
You've got to go down to it.
Oh, that's in the back there, Darcy, I reckon. No, he's just let it go. I'm not sure.
That should have been in the back, you were right, but umpire says give it to me, so...
Boy, a bit each way. Kicking in danger in the back, he just, I'll have it.
Yep, so Chris Estomo falling in the back of Tadgill there. And here comes Hilmy now. Hilmy wheels around. She wants Emsley. Emsley doesn't quite get two hands to it, but recollects. It's Heward coming through and doing a great job for the Blues. It's brought down by Amaral. She looks hurt though. That's not what we want. As Madison Amaral now goes back in. Heward gets up. She gives it to Reloader. Reloader gives it over to Emsley. Not a great hand pass though. Needs a shepherd. Gets it from Mitchell. Mitchell, hand pass over the top to Berlioz. Berlioz to Reloader. Goes back inside and clicked up by Saliba, who clears it out for the Blues. And Wozni drops the mark. Picked up by Hilmy. It's back and forth right now. Lays a good tackle, but Hilmy wins out. She's going to go back in and try and find her target in Amaral. She finds her. Not 15. Play on, says the umpire. Amaral almost caught looking like a deer in headlights. Kerwin. It's building. It's building. Reloader over the ball. Slows it down. No contest just yet. This is running faster than a dirty tap, mate. It's going. It's going. It's going. It's rolling. They're stuffed out there. The heat is at an all-time high, and it's chopped off by Hilmy.
Take it very well called in Nicholas Papadakis. And so Hilmy will take it. Just fancy footing a bit here, but good defence by the Blues. Just holding strong. They kick to Reloader. Saliba gets a punch away. Then is Chris Domo, who grabs it, all spins, great tackle by Amaral, drop the ball, but play on, says Murray. Handball there, Reloader again, how many touches this quarter for Hard Yakka? I don't know. You look for the two man off hands, comes out the back, Waco's there, tricks, dives over, it might be Balo. Scrounging it out, can't get it out, contested footy, balled up, oh no, it comes out the tackle. Tago, there it is to Heward. Heward's got time, kicks off the ground, but only as far as Kerwin. Saliba's there, handball's back. Selena Amaral, she's about 40 out. Walks, easy handball to Reloader, but misses the target. Wozni just picks up, good tackle by Madison Amaral, then the Heward kicks it to Saliba. Saliba gathers the loose ball. She's got time to run. There's no one up forward, there's a 1-on-3. And good mark there by Chris Somo. 1-on-3 and she wins out, so she goes back. The Blues need to start working, but it is hot and it's hard to keep going deep in this fourth quarter. Good kick to Saliba, who has pushed up by herself, gathers the ball, looks forward to Santillana, and she'll take a nice mark with Lognane coming back to the flight.
They've got to push.
They do have to push, but hot as Hades out there. The late summer in Canada and Toronto.
This is their chance, the Blues. Not long left in the last quarter. Santillana looking up. Their numbers have got forward. They've got to get something here if they want to get on the scoreboard. Goes down long and Lognane drops an uncharacteristically dropped chest mark there as it goes back outside the far wing, goes back inside towards Kerwin. Two champion players connecting. Pressure's applied. Santillana's almost got her enough pressure to make her stuff the bounce, but she keeps going anyway, Kerwin. Back inside to Amaral. Big contest to Heiko. Great contest. Over the top. Heward wins out. Two hit the ground. Heward's got it now towards Santillana and Kerwin. Another good contest between those two. Santillana's going to keep going. She's going to get towards it. Chasing her down is Mitchell. Good tackle there. She ducked her head, and umpire's given away the high tackle. So free kick to Santillana.
Santillana did get the free. Umpire Darcy called that from back a bit. I'm not sure if it was his ball, but it probably was there. Santillana looks around. She'll go down the line for mine. Kicks straight down the line. I'm not sure who there. And Lognane, nice mark. She dropped one before. She wouldn't drop a second one. She switches it to Irwin, I think. Is it? No, it's Taggel. She's worked hard. She kicks it over the top to Irwin. It was one early. She gathers the ball. She got time. She goes back to Taggel. Taggel gets it. She looks around. She kicks forward. Oh, straight in the face. Good smother by Noako. But that's hurt her. Irwin grabs the smothered ball. Kicks forward to Emsley. They're knackered down there. Wozni will run back and pick it up with Emsley hot in pursuit. Wozni got it. Good tackle by Emsley. Yep. Picked up by, who was that? Heward. Heward missed it. A bit high for mine. Yes, good call by umpire Darcy. It'll be Heward's ball.
So a couple of players down there, Richo. Yep, just going back. Poor old Duheiko just copped the most close range Falcon. Those do not feel good, no matter how warm or cold it is. Those sting. So we've got two Blues hunched over down there. We've got Duheiko on the bench, just saying she's fine. Just a bit of water on the red patch, but I think Wozny's grabbing a knee. And Santillana was killed over there, just a little bit of breath maybe. I'm not Santillana, my apologies. Chris Stomo's down there. So just waiting on the result here. Wozny's not looking good. She's upright, which is a good result. And I think she's gonna see this one out. She's a tough campaigner, so we can't fault her at that, Richo.
Yes, the general back there, so she just walks back to her position. So Heward will take the ball. She'll kick. Oh, it's smothered. Got too close to the man on a mark like Matthew Richardson, and Amaral gets the smother. Picked up by Mitchell. Mitchell gives it back to Madison Amaral to Lognane. Rolanda leads. Great kick by Lognane straight onto the chest, and Rolanda will mark 40 out. She rolls around, can't get the distance, so kicks deep. Kicks over the top of all the Roos players, and I think that is
Chris Stomo.
Chris Stomo just marks it deep in defence, kicks it out straight to
Santillana.
Santillana. Good vision there by you, Nicholas. So Santillana kicks down the line to Saliba and Lognane. Lognane offhands the two, number 11. She regathers it, takes on D'Arrojo. Good chase, though, D'Arrojo hindered the kick.
It's Bailey.
So the Blues get back. This is Bailey. Bailey there. Oh, handball around. Oh, trying to kick it out of fresh air. Rolanda's there trying to win the ball. She's been relentless this quarter. Plenty of the pill. Gives it out to Irwin. Irwin kicks short, not far enough for mine. Picked up by Emsley. Emsley runs in, getting tackled. Great tackle by Wozni to hinder the kick again, and it rolls through. Just rolls through for a minor.
So Kerwin definitely going for either Reloader or Emsley there to try to get them on the scoreboard, but that'll do it.
The hooter.
And that is the final score and the end of the season for the women's. The Roos go with a three-peat. Fought well with the Blues today, but the Cookies go to the Roos. The final score that we have here is 19-20, 134 to no score to the Blues. Well done to the Roos, another great season for them. A couple of mentions as well. Congratulations to the Blues, like we said, for making their first grand final. Big thank you as well to Bruce Parker for filming the match, and thank you, Richo, for jumping up here with me and having a crack.
Thank you, mate. It was good to be around it, and well done to both the girls team. Huge by the Roos and also to the Blues for making it from 4th position. So excellent effort. So hopefully they'll come back again next year for another huge year.
Good mention. Just for those watching on the YouTube channel, make sure you go, if you're seeing this and you've never seen this sport before, or you're thinking about playing, go and find your local club, look up which one's closest. If you're not sure, contact the AFL Ontario and they'll direct you in the right direction. And come and have a go at footy. That'll do us, I reckon.